Good morning, good morning, good morning, man. Good afternoon, good night, wherever this message reaches you at. You know what I'm saying? Top of it. You feel me? It's definitely morning around this way. You know what I mean? Winners win, baby. And when you winning, you gotta play to win. You know what I mean? Good morning, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This gonna be one of those. Winners win, baby. Play to win. Also, the best way to almost guarantee a win because nothing is guaranteed. But the closest thing and the best thing you can come to a guaranteed win is having your team together. Having your team together, campaigning for the win. Nothing is impossible. Going for the win. You feel what I'm talking about? Going for the win. But you got to make sure your team is ready to win. And if you're gonna be the captain of your team, the coach of your team, you know what I mean, the patriarch of your family, and you're gonna be the one, you know what I'm saying, not the two, never the three, damn sure not the four. You feel me? You gotta campaign and you gotta make sure, you gotta ensure, you know what I'm saying? Rick Ross once said, a boss is one that guarantees we gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna put my life in your hands with because you are guaranteeing we going to get this money, man. Y'all already know, man. Hit the like button, man. If you ain't hitting the like button, get out of here. This ain't for the suckers. You know what I mean? It's real in the field. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, though. Drop a comment. And if better yet, take it to the next level and join the League of Extraordinary Alpha Gentlemen, man. We meeting around the world, man. All sides, you know what I'm saying? That first international division is already in the workings, man. We just really started doing this not too long ago, and I got the first international division, you know what I'm saying, for players. You feel me? You know what I mean? We already meeting in every major city. Y'all know that, you know what I'm saying? Chicago, LA, New York, Atlanta, you know what I mean? Memphis, you know what I'm talking about? All that kind of player shit. You know what I mean? We kind of like the NBA when it comes to that, man. We everywhere. Y'all niggas never that. You feel me? Campaign to win, man. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself in a position to win. Not only put yourself in a position to win, but by putting yourself in a position to win is because you are preparing and putting your team in a position to win, man. You know what I mean? That is a part of that thing. You know what I mean? So, a lot of players, when they be out and about doing their thing, they might meet certain people. You know what I mean? They might meet uh, a brother who got a connection um, to get cars. You feel me? They might meet a lady that's good with busting jugs or you know what I mean, got one piece of the game down, but they ain't got the whole thing figured out yet. You know what I mean? So a lot of times I've seen players to their own fault disregard that person with that one piece of the game locked, only because they ain't got it all together. You know what I mean? So what I say by this, you might got a brother with a dealer's license, so he heavy in the car game, or he might not even be heavy, but let's just say he in it. You know what I mean? He in the car game, and he can get these cars off the dealer's license from the auction for the low. You know what I mean? Now his paperwork might not be together, and I don't mean like titles and all that. I mean his money might not be together. So y'all might dismiss this up and coming player only because he ain't got it all together, or he might be having troubles keeping it together because a lot of these new so-called players they ain't got it all together, but they might got some of it together. So he got a problem keeping it together. So you know what I'm saying, he might be up. You know what I'm saying, you might see him in January he up, by March he down. You know what I'm saying, June he back up. He might ride June, July, and August up, but September he down. You know what I mean? He one of those. You feel me? So y'all look at him. Oh man, he imaginary player. He ain't real. He ain't really having it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't about this. You know what I mean? So discard him. But nah, why? When you always got money, cause you a player, you got a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple dollars to invest. You got a couple dollars to flip. You got a couple dollars to see grow. You got a couple dollars to invest in your future. You know what I'm saying? Get some more, cause you always want some more of it. So why don't you get with that player? You know what I'm saying? Why he up or why he down? You know what I mean? Tell him like, man, Let's go get a car. You take me in there, I hit your hand, because even hitting his hand, you still gonna end up with a better deal as if you went and got it from one of these other players who got it together and they buying cars and flipping them, and that's they everyday hustle. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't discard that player. You know what I mean? Just like you might have a chick who got her little situation and she bringing money and putting it on the table. You know what I'm saying? But it might be crumbs. You know what I mean? It might not be crumbs to her because she a crummy, you know what I'm saying, little chick. You feel me? But it might be crumbs to your situation. So she coming with twos and fews and threes and fours and never no mo's, and you know what I'm saying? But she always got it. And you a real player, you know what I'm saying? You on a level. So you like, man, I don't need no tools and fuel. Yes, why don't you? You know what I'm saying? Them tools and fuels turn into your gas money. Tools and fuels turn into cell phone money. Tools and fuels turn into minute little bills and, you know what I'm saying, necessity money. You feel what I'm saying? So don't leave that money on the table, especially if that woman ain't a headache, ain't a problem, ain't got no headache, ain't got no whole lot of stuff that's gonna stop you from putting some seasoning on it. You know what I mean? It's just like this, man. You ever went over somebody's house, they served you a plate of food, and the food was decent, it was okay, but it just needed a little more seasoning on it. You know what I mean? The food was okay, but it needed a little salt on it, a little pepper, and a little hot sauce. You know what I mean? Maybe a little garlic. You know what I'm talking about? But other than that, it was okay. That's how these bras is, man. You get a bra, man. She serving it on a platter and she putting it on the table. You know what I'm talking about? And it ain't what it supposed to be, but it's always there. It's always proper, man. That's up to you to put some seasoning on it, man, and make it edible, baby. Man, put some seasoning on that joint. Now I'm not talking about she putting it on the table and it's burnt, or you coming home 3 times a week and it's on the table, and the other 4 days it ain't there. You understand me? You know what I mean? It ain't. We ain't talking about those. We talking about it's always there. It's always on time, and it ain't waiting on nothing but you to be there. You know what I mean? On that type of situation, man, put some seasoning on it, baby. That's what being a boss is. That's what being a player is. That's what being a top notch person in the game is, man. Knowing the difference. Now, if the food is spoiled, or if it's, you know what I'm saying, just irrefutably ridiculous, then of course you don't want to deal with that, homie. But if it ain't one of those, oh man, come on, put some seasoning on it, man, and keep it player. Come on, player. Keep it player. You know what I'm saying? Imaginary players ain't gonna get that. If you're an imaginary player and you know within your soul right now you are real, you ain't real, man, rewind that back and play that again, man. Hit that little clip button, man, and clip that off and listen to it until you get it. You understand that? You know what I mean? Hit the like button one time, man. Join the League of Extraordinary Alpha Gentlemen. And if you're trying to join the league, because this is not just a buy here, pay here, you know what I'm saying? You broke, ain't never got the full ride type player, you know what I'm saying? Type sucker, really. Matter of fact, I'm cutting out, man. If you ain't never got the full payment and you a buy here, pay here sucker, don't think you gonna get up. You gonna get up with us because we booting people out, man. We gonna kick you out, man. We gonna eat you up and spit you out because you ain't ready, man. You know what I mean? You like the Americans in the World Cup, man. You ain't never gonna win. You hear me? You ain't gonna never beat Argentina, Mexico. Never, man. You ain't finna win the World Cup, player. Man, this is the World Championship of players. How you gonna win and you a sucker? Another thing, man, like campaigning for the win. Winners win, man. Stay in a winning position. And even if you slip and trip, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't exactly in a winning position, keep a winning mind state. Your mind state is going to determine how far you really going to make it in this thing. You feel what I'm saying? Your mind state is really going to determine how far you going to make it. Some people ain't going to make it just because they don't think they going to make it. They don't think they gonna make it, so they automatically ain't gonna make it, man, because your mind, man, you got millions and billions of cells and neurons and all that kind of stuff firing off in your body, man, protons and neutrons, electrons, you know what I'm talking about? And you done told all your cells, man, you ain't gonna make it, so your cells just shut down. It's like, you know what, we ain't never going there, we ain't gonna make it there. Oh, but y'all can make it to the club. You can make it to some dusty broad house. You gonna make it to a $2 job. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make it to your quarter water hustle. You know what I mean? So everything around you is just small. It's just small, baby. It don't mean nothing, man. It ain't nothing about you to say win. Not even your brain say win. See, the thing about winners, man, those that campaign to win, those that live for the win, they always winning in their mind. Even when they physical ain't winning, even when the actuality and the reality of the salary ain't winning, in their brain they winning. You understand that? Man, there's people down locked up, man. They got 10, man. They in the Bing right now. You know what I'm saying? They in the Hooskow. You know what I mean? They in the feds. They in them state joints. They down there in Clandelia. You know what I'm talking about? They down there in Menard and Elmira and all the joints. But guess what? They winning already in their mind. To a lot of y'all suckers, y'all can't think of nothing worse than being locked up in prison. State prison, federal prison. But man, there's some players, man, that's really in it, man, that's living, man. They authentic. I know a player, man, I don't want to say his name right now, but I know a player right now that's living better in the joint, in jail, in prison, than a lot of y'all living on the street. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm talking about having it. He got more jewelry than you in here in jail. He got more money than you in here in jail. He eating better food than you in here in jail. And he got badder bitches than you in here in jail. Now what do that say about you? And you calling yourself a real man, a real player, a real, you know what I'm saying, authentic representation of the nation, and you ain't living better than a player in jail. That just lets you know the level that this player was on out in the world was all the way up there in the stratosphere. You know what I mean? He was so up in the stratosphere that even when he took his fall, you know what I mean, and fell down, he never touched the ground. You feel me? He fell out the stratosphere. He fell from around stars and the moon and the sun and all of that, but he never hit the ground, player. You feel me? He ain't even on a house level. He's still on skyscraper level, and he at his lowest point. He locked up in chains, and he's still 300 feet now. You feel what I'm saying? He's still moving like a 747. You feel me? He's still moving like a 747. So you know when he get out them chains, you know what I mean? He get out all that parole and all that. Oh man, he back astronaut status, man. You know he flying right now like a pilot, like an airplane pilot. But when he get up out of that, man, he going back to astronaut status, baby. We got to go to the moon. I'm going to Elon Musk. We going to Mars and all that. Richard Branson and all. We on that type of time. You feel me? Yeah, man, but don't be so quick, man, to just discard people, man, because you campaigning for the win. Everybody in your organization can't be the CEO, man. Just think about it, man. If your organization, your family, your company, your business, your situation was McDonald's, everybody can't own McDonald's. You feel me? Everybody can't be the boss of the boss of the boss. Buy the boxes of the boxes of the boxes. Shout out to my boy KB. Shout out to my brother KB, man. You know what I mean? The boxes of the boxes of the boxes. You'd have had to been there to get that one. But everybody can't be the boss. That's what it means. Everybody can't be the boss. Somebody got to be the worker. Somebody got to be the store runner. Somebody got to be the assistant player. You know what I mean? Because you assist players. You hear me? That's still better than a sucker, a square, a goofball. You just ain't on the level yet. And by being around it and soaking it up, the thing is that one day you too will be a player. Official. You know what I mean? So, everybody in McDonald's, like I was saying, could go back to the McDonald's reference, can't be the boss. Somebody got to work fries, baby. Somebody got to clean the floor. Somebody got to work the drive-through. You feel what I'm saying? Just so the boss can do boss things. Because what the boss doing? The boss trying to pay that mortgage. The boss got to pay the McDonald's corporation and always pay up. You know what I mean? To keep everything rolling. The boss got to be looking at new land and new acquisitions to make sure that we ain't just keeping one McDonald's. And not only is this one McDonald's that we got not going under, but we in the process of buying 2 and 3 more McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? We expanding, man. We trying to knock the competition out of existence. You know what I mean? But we can't disrespect or neglect the man that just work fries, baby. All he want to do is work the fries, cook the fries, season the fries, you know what I mean, serve the fries, get a little money, and go home to, you know what I'm saying, do whatever he do in his private time. And sometimes as players, we neglect the man on fries, the woman on fries. You know what I mean? Never neglect that, man. You should have a room in your organization for everybody, man. And you got to treat them with respect because you need somebody working fries. Just think about it. If you got a restaurant and you ain't got nobody cleaning up, eventually you gonna get shut down. Now you can't be like, oh man, you ain't know nothing, you just clean up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Of course that ain't the top tier job, but at the same time, no job is unimportant. You know what I'm saying? Because without any of this being ran correctly, the whole ship going down. So you meet a woman and she ain't really all got it together. And what's even worse than her not having it all together, she don't even desire to get it together. You know what I mean? All she want to do is work the fries. Let her work the fries in your company. Let her work the fries in your business. You know what I mean? And you keep the orders in. You ain't got to worry about where the fries come from, when they get delivered. All that's your business. All she got to know is every time she go to the freezer or the cabinet or the cupboard or wherever you keep the fries at, it's fries there. They stacked to the ceiling. She already know how to take them out the bag and cut them up and season them or drop them in the oil, whatever it is they do, because I don't know, I ain't never worked at McDonald's, but whatever it is they do to get them to the order, that when you go up there and say I want a number 2 and it come and you bite into it and it's that same consistency and that same flavor, that's all you gotta do, man. Let her work fries, man. I was on the phone, man, with a real player, man, real up and coming player, man, and he was saying, like, nah, man, if they ain't got it all the way together, man, they ain't got this, they ain't got that, they not on my level, I ain't messing with them. And that was crazy to me, player, crazy. All right, so now we already a rare species. You know what I'm saying? We already not your average. So you already above average, and you looking for every chick to be above average and on your level and able to keep up with you. That's not gonna work, bro. If every chick you meet was able to keep up with you and move how you move and do what you doing, you a sucker. You ain't on nothing then. Because your level can't be as high as you think it is if every chick you meet, every person you meet is able to keep up. If everybody that grabbed the basketball could hoop with LeBron James ain't shit. You feel me? And I ain't saying that like LeBron, because there's a lot of LeBron haters, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy LeBron. But I'm talking about anybody. If you was DeRozan for the Bulls, you know what I'm saying? Steph Curry, whoever you is. Devin Booker on the Suns, anybody. Whoever you is. If a person just could grab a basketball and hoop with you on your level and you supposed to be a professional, you ain't shit. So if you're a professional player, you're a professional playboy. Shout out to, you know what I'm talking about, King Issa Ali. Big shout out, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Choo Choo. Choo Choo's Pony Wax. Go get you some Choo Choo's Pony Wax if you ain't never heard of that. You know what I'm saying? When you and your lady getting together, you get you some of that pony wax and spray it in them intimate areas, you know what I'm saying? Or even better, if you was a real player, you have her spray it on you and feel the flavor, you feel me? So she could savor the flavor. But y'all, you know, y'all imaginary players, y'all don't know about that. But yeah, man. They ain't gonna be able to keep up with you, man. They gotta keep up with a piece. That's why it's a team, player. Everybody on the team skill level ain't as high as the next man on the team. But everybody on the team, they might have only mastered rebounds. They might be Dennis Rodman, where they done mastered the rebound game. They ain't mastered the scoring game, the crossover game, none of that. But they a defensive player and rebounds is their specialty. You understand? I told you, get you a specialty player. Where's your specialty at? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna teach the bitch to be special and you ain't got no motherfucking specialty, nigga? You the problem. Anything go wrong in a situation with a woman, it's your fault, player. Even when it ain't your fault, it's your fault, player. Oh yeah, that's gonna put some paint where it ain't. We gonna change the color around this motherfucker today. Anything that go wrong between a man and a woman, you and your woman, you and your woman, you and the people in this lifestyle, it's your fault, player. Oh yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault, player. Now that's real. That's some news you can use to change the fuse, baby. Tell you. So keep that in mind, man. Build your team, man. Get your situation together and build your team, homie. Building your team is so important, and knowing how to put the pieces together, man. It's like a car, man. Is a car just one thing? Or is a car thousands of parts coming together for one purpose? You understand? You got to put all the parts together to come together for the purpose. Because y'all got to be rich, homie. Y'all got to have it. Y'all got to beat the hood. Y'all got to beat the suckers. Y'all got to beat the police. Y'all got to beat the haters. Y'all got to beat the niggas that don't want you to have nothing. The niggas that want you to have less than nothing. Y'all got to beat all them out, man. And that's the only way you gonna win, man. And you can't do that throwing away good parts. You understand me? Can you imagine being in a car assembly plant and the man running the plant say, "Oh man, we gonna throw we throwing all the spark plugs away, man, cause they ain't the engine. You know, all we need is the engine, man. You know what I mean? We gonna throw the seats away, cause the seats ain't the wheels. We don't really need that." Like what? No, player, we need all these parts of this car, man, to make it roll. Everything is needed, man. And even the things that might not be needed just for the functionality, some things is about comfortability, player. Like, yeah, you can have a car with no air conditioner in it, no heat in it, but oh man, when it's 30 below, if you in that Detroit, you know what I mean? I don't want to say 30 below, but if you in that Detroit and the temperature hit 31, 19, oh yeah, you want to have some heat in your joint. If you're a real player, not only do you want the heat on, but you want the heated seats on, player. You know what I mean? You down there in that Miami, yeah, you can roll the windows down, man, but you want that AC on Frigidaire. You know what I mean? You want that AC on Frozen off Disney joint. That's the time you want. You know what I'm saying? So when you ride down and you stop on a broad and you hit the window, you know what I'm talking about? You want the cold air to jump out. You know what I'm saying? Like Mr. Frost even came out. Joe Cott. That's the time I'm talking about, player. That's the movement I'm talking about, player. That's the timing that we own, player. So never, ever throw away a valuable piece of your puzzle. Especially when you ain't got all the pieces. Because let's be real, man. You ain't got all the pieces, player. You might have some pieces that's working for you, because you couldn't be a player if you ain't had nothing. But you ain't got all the pieces. I don't think nobody within the sound of my voice is up to the point where they couldn't use another piece of the puzzle in their puzzle. You know what I'm saying? I don't think none of us is up to the point where we couldn't add on. Whether we add on a little or a lot, as long as it's positive, I think all of us can use an add-on. Myself included. No man bigger than the team. Nobody bigger than the tribe. You know what I mean? That's real, man. So, reevaluate your situation, man. It's almost 2023, man. And you know, in the minds of real players, we already talked about that video, you know what I'm saying? It's almost physically 2023 because in our mind, we already in 2023. I already got a few moves on my calendar for 2023 already. I hope you do. I hope you do. I hope your squad ready to roll because mine's is. You know what I mean? We already in 2023, baby. We already there. We waiting on the suckers to catch up. We waiting on the world to catch up. We waiting on reality to catch up because we already there, man. You know, y'all be talking about certain people, but the reason why they keeping their foot on people's neck is because y'all playing for this weekend and they playing for 10 years, 5 years, 25 years. They playing 25 years in the future. And y'all can only think to next Friday. What you gonna do next Friday? You understand that? Get you some money, man. And more importantly, to getting you some money, know how to keep some money. And more importantly, to keeping the money, know what to do with the money. Because if you got it under your mattress, that's dumb. You understand that? Now, where that stock market at? Where your IRA at? Where your 401k at? You know what I mean? And I know a lot of us street players don't do that and can't get that. Where your trust fund at, baby? You know what I mean? You can put some money in a Roth IRA. You ain't gotta work a square job for that. If you didn't know, now you know. You understand that? Hit that like button, man. Join the league, man. Campaigning for the win, man. Winners win, man. Haters hate, winners win. Ain't nothing in between. Get this money, man. Get serious. Get your mind on your shit. You heard that? Get your mind on it. Shout out to Pimp C, man. That was one of my favorite Pimp C quotes. Get your mind on your shit. And it was just the way he said it. I could hear it in my head right now, man. Him saying, "Get your mind on your shit, nigga." For real, man. That's major, man. That's a major key alert, as DJ Khaled might say. Get you some money, man. Have it, man. For real. Don't let nobody trick you out your position, and don't throw nothing away that you need, man. Build your team. Build it. Build your team, homie. Get it together. Because the next level of the game is closer than it appears. That's enough, man. I chopped and popped it with y'all, man. You already know, man. Join the league, man. Hit up a real player. Catch me, man. We everywhere. You haters never there. I'm finna go get this money. Yeah, you see the location, man. I'm at your bitch house, man. At your mama house, nigga. And I mean your mama, nigga. I mean your bitch, nigga. You niggas are running around here, you know what I'm saying, confiding in these hoes, testifying to these hoes, you know what I'm talking about, telling them all your business, man. Pillow talking, man. And that's gonna be the reason you end up with nothing. Gone.